Joining us here on sportsradio610.com. We are looking forward to the Texans and Eagles coming up Thursday, but there was a big question coming into today whether Andre Johnson would be on the field for the Texans on Thursday night because, well, he came to blows with Cortland Finnegan, and as much as the fans cheered it, gave him a standing ovation as he was leaving the field, there was some question coming in Monday whether he would be receiving a suspension for fighting on the field. The NFL coming down with a fine, but no suspension. I think it's the right call.
I'm shocked, and I have to say that I'm leaning toward it's not the right call because I think this sends the message that the NFL condones fighting. You can throw a punch in an NFL game and not be suspended. Look, I know this is a very unpopular opinion for Texans fans, and they don't want to hear this from me, but in a Major League Baseball game, you throw a punch, you're suspended. In a National Basketball Association game, you throw a punch, you're suspended. Doesn't matter if you were provoked or if the other guy's one of the dirtiest players in the league. You throw haymakers like Andre Johnson did on Sunday, you are suspended. That's why I am shocked that Andre Johnson has not been suspended, especially when you throw in the fact that he got into a fight a year ago in Nashville with Cortland Finnegan. After a play, emotions ran high and they spilled over onto the sideline. Andre threw Finnegan down by his face mask and was fined by the league, $7,500. I'm glad he wasn't suspended. It's going to give them a better chance to win at Philly on Thursday. I'm shocked he wasn't suspended.
One thing that really worked in his favor, clearly, the fact that Andre Johnson is looked at as a man of high character, a guy who's not routinely fighting, despite his run-in last year with Cortland Finnegan. If this were to happen again in Nashville and the exact same scene plays out, I think Roger Goodell will crack down with a suspension, and I think Andre Johnson deserves it. But the fact that he hasn't had a long history of problems like this, Andre Johnson didn't deserve a suspension, at least from my point of view. Cortland Finnegan, he probably deserved it, but he didn't get the suspension either. The other thing that our callers pointed out, this game, the Texans' next game, is on the NFL Network. Doesn't hurt for the league to have the Texans' most high-profile player on the field Thursday night in Philadelphia.
Was that a conspiracy theory you just uttered?
One of our callers said that. I'm not going to go quite that far.
Thanks for joining us on SportsRadio610.com.